Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by MSU-WP.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. Good afternoon. Welcome to Missouri State University's commencement. Family and friends, graduates, this is what you've been working for. I am Dr. Dennis Lancaster. I'm the Chancellor of Missouri State University West Plains. And on behalf of Missouri State University Board of Governors, welcome to our 34th commencement for the West Plains campus. This morning we will award associate degrees and certificates to a total of 250 students. At the conclusion of this ceremony, Missouri State University West Plains will have graduated a total of 7,032 students. In addition, 97 students will receive degrees from Missouri State University Springfield, having completed those degrees through the outreach programs here on the Missouri State University West Plains campus. These students are candidates for the bachelor's and master's degree programs offered locally by Missouri State University's system. We are privileged to have several notable guests here with us today. Please allow me to introduce them and those who are present. We ask that you hold your applause until all have been introduced. So to my right, Mr. Cliff Smart, President of Missouri State University. Mr. Nicholas Martin, sound designer at Source Sound Incorporated, who's our speaker today. Dr. Michael Orff, Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs from Missouri State University West Plains. Dr. Angela Totti, Vice Chancellor of Student Services from Missouri State University West Plains. Mr. Jeff Schrag, member of the Missouri State University Board of Governors. Dr. Melissa Gorley, member of the Missouri State University Board of Governors. Mr. Bradley Cooper, the student member of the Missouri State University Board of Governors. Mrs. Mary Schrag, former member of the Missouri State University Board of Governors. And Mrs. Carol Silvey, our former member of the Missouri State University Board of Governors. The faculty, staff, and administration have participated in the educational process for our graduates. Many of these people are present this afternoon and are seated either behind the platform or in the audience and are serving as marshals and seated with the candidates. I request that they stand and that you recognize all of them with your applause for their dedication and commitment to higher education. Today we continue the tradition during commencement of naming the person or persons who have been selected to receive the Granville-Vaughan Founders Award. The spirit of the Granville-Vaughan Founders Award is to recognize individuals who have made a significant impact upon Missouri State University West Plains. Named in honor of the late Missouri State Representative Granville-Vaughan for his commitment toward bringing fruition the long-held dream of higher education in South Central Missouri. This award represents the values and lifelong work of Mr. Vaughan and other community leaders whose tireless efforts made the West Plains campus a reality. We are pleased to present the 24th Granville-Vaughan Founders Award to a well-known area engineer and philanthropist whose generosity has touched the lives of thousands of people, including our students. It is my pleasure, my great pleasure, to announce that the 2024 recipient of this prestigious award is William Bill Shaw of Thomasville. As a longtime supporter of higher education in Missouri State West Plains, Bill has given his time and resources both personally and as a trustee of the Arch W. Shaw Foundation. Since the 1980s, family members in the foundation have supported the university and its students with gifts towards scholarships, building projects, and other campus fundraisers. Bill's leadership of the foundation has led to several valuable gifts to the university, including the Arch W. Shaw Foundation Writing Center, which opened in 2020, landscaping around Gahn Hall, the Hass-Dar Hall renovation construction project, the Friends of the Garnett Library, the Roger D. Shaw Endowed Scholarship established in 1993 and named in honor of his father, the Margaret W. Shaw Endowed Scholarship established in 2004 and named in honor of his mother. To date, the scholarships have helped a total of 149 students, all pursuing their educational goals at Missouri State West Plains. Personally, Bill has made a significant contribution to help establish the Ozarks Heritage Research Center in the Garnett Library. The center houses an archive of materials related to the South Central and Southeast Missouri Ozarks and can be used by researchers, regional history enthusiasts, and students. He also has made contributions to the campus Fund for Excellence. Because of their support of Missouri State West Plains, Bill and the foundation are members of the Missouri State Founders Club of the University Foundation. The Founders Club recognizes those significant donors whose financial support provides and encourages many aspects of higher education for Missouri State University. The Arch W. Shaw Foundation is a Platinum Medallion recipient, and Shaw is a Sterling Medallion recipient. Although his attendance at university events is limited, Bill continues to remain connected to the university and is in routine contact with our campus University Advancement Office. His unwavering support for higher education at Missouri State University West Plains truly inspires all of us and is at the heart of the Granville-Vaughan's Founders Award. Please join me in giving a round of applause for William Bill Shaw. Today, we are also pleased to award an honorary associate degree to an exceptional individual who has given a substantial part of her life to serving others and who has achieved eminent recognition in a particular field or endeavor. This is the 13th year this award has been given at Missouri State University West Plains, and the recipient of the 2024 honorary associate degree is Ms. Margaret Keister. Margaret began her career at the A.W. Landis Law Office and Kellett Landis Abstract Company while still in high school. Although ownership and the name of the business changed over the decades to Brill Title Company, Margaret has remained with the firm for 67 years and become well known in the region for her skill and broad range of knowledge in the title industry. She was 2 years old when she started, I think. She was a member of the Missouri Land Title Association for many years and received a 50-year certificate from the association. While working for Kellett Landis, Margaret, who had graduated as valedictorian of her graduating class in 1957, attended classes at the SMSU Residence Center, now known as Missouri State University, West Plains. She earned a total of 84 credit hours by taking coursework in sociology, psychology, math, geography, world history, economics, physical education, and Spanish. Though she never obtained a degree, she encouraged both her daughters to pursue their own degrees through Missouri State University by beginning their collegiate careers at Missouri State West Plains, transferring to the Springfield campus to complete them. Her youngest daughter went on to obtain a Master of Science from Missouri State University. Margaret also has been very active in the community. From childhood, she has participated in 4-H and devoted decades of service to the Howe County 4-H Association, using her vacation time to serve as a camp counselor. Through her membership, she became involved with the University of Missouri Extension Council, which sponsors 4-H and served on its board. She also is a lifelong supporter of Hammond Mill Camp, which provided opportunities for youth through the Hammond Mill, White Oak, and DOW youth camps. At various times, she served as secretary and treasurer on both boards. She served as treasurer of the Hammond Mill Camp Board for more than 30 years. Margaret also was an active member of the Business and Professional Women's Club for many years, serving in the roles of secretary and president. She helped organize and conduct the club's annual Little Miss Merry Christmas fundraiser, the annual BPW Senior Tea, and assisted with the club's annual scholarship program. Representing the title company, Margaret joined the Greater West Plains Area Chamber of Commerce and was the first woman to hold the office of president with the organization. She also served on the West Plains United Way board and participated in local United Way fundraising efforts. Margaret also has been very active in the churches she has attended. The Summers Union Church was a non-denominational church made up of her family members and several neighboring families. She taught Sunday school there until the church closed. She then began attending the First Church of God in West Plains, where she served on the Board of Trustees, Church Council, and as a Sunday school teacher to me and others. At age 84, Margaret continues to work for Brill Title Company. Her approach to retirement has been cautious, officially changing to a 4-day work week several years after she celebrated 60 years of employment with the company and reducing her hours to 3 days per week after celebrating her 84th birthday in December. By awarding Margaret an honorary degree, we recognize her professional and personal achievements, her tireless devotion, energy, and talent to the title company, and the community highlight her champion attitude toward education as a whole. It is my pleasure to award Ms. Margaret Keister with an honorary Associate of Arts in General Studies from Missouri State University, West Plains. We are honored to have with us today as the keynote speaker, Mr. Nicholas Martin, sound designer at Source Sound Incorporated. Nicholas Martin, a 2015 graduate of Missouri State University West Plains and a Thayer native, will discuss the useful things he learned about navigating life as a young adult and college graduate and share about his award-winning career in the sound design industry. Nick is a great representative of our alumni who's out in the world doing interesting, creative, and innovative things. Following his graduation from MSU West Plains with an Associate of Arts in General Studies degree, Martin transferred to Missouri State University in Springfield, where he earned a Bachelor of Science in Electronic Arts Audio with a minor in music composition in 2018. He moved to Los Angeles, California, and found work as an editor and eventually a senior supervising sound designer at Source Sound Incorporated. In 2023, he relocated to Springfield to open a branch studio for Source Sound. During his tenure with the company, Martin has worked on the sound for AAA games and trailers, including Call of Duty, Apex Legends, New World, Star Wars Jedi series, Gears of War, Elder Scrolls Online, Battlefield, Back 4 Blood, and Mortal Kombat, among others. He is the winner of 3 Motion Picture Sound Editors Golden Reels for his work on the Call of Duty franchise. Nick grew up on a 1,000-acre cattle farm outside of Thayer in Oregon County. During his time at MSU West Plains, He was in the William and Virginia Darr Honors Program, studied abroad as part of the China Semester Study Away Program at Liaoning Normal University in Dalian, China in 2014, and served on the Welcome Week Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Nicholas Martin as your graduation speaker.
All right. Okay, here's the deal. They said they needed some dude in his 20s to act like he knew enough about life to inspire you guys, so I guess I'm what you get. But seriously, thanks to everybody for, or you guys specifically, for having me out here today. It's a really cool honor, and I'm glad to be here. Before I get into it, though, I have to admit something. I was trying to figure out what I should make this speech about. The first thing I thought of was, what did my commencement speaker say at my address? And the truth is, I don't know who it was or what they said. So I don't know if that says more about me or more about them. But hopefully what I'm about to say is not a 100% completely forgettable experience for you guys. But we're going to find out. Also, it's obvious to me now, I did not realize that Dennis was going to do my whole life backstory, but that's what I have next in here. So I'm just going to blow through that real quick, just because I want you to have an idea of where I came from, both literally and figuratively. I grew up in Thayer, about 30 minutes down the road on that cattle ranch. In high school, I was big into FFA. I was the area president, and I did golf and football and quiz bowl and marching band and all that stuff. When I got out of high school, I still didn't actually know what I wanted to do. So I made the choice that was the most frugal and was the most easy and bought me enough time to figure it out, which was I went here. I went to MSU West Plains. And now this is the part of this backstory where all of the people behind me really want me to say super nice, floofy things about what the school did for me and all that stuff. And I'm just going to let them hang on that anxiety for just a moment before I reveal that that is exactly what I'm going to do. This MSU West Plains, in complete honesty, to my surprise, was a very good choice that I made. It helped me discover a lot about who I am and how to figure out who I am and how to shape the life that I wanted for myself. And yeah, I was in the honors program and the Welcome Week Committee and all that stuff that was just mentioned. And then I decided to go up to Springfield and do the EA audio thing. And if you're wondering how in the heck a kid who was the area FFA president ended up majoring in what I majored in, it's pretty simple. I just had a buddy who pirated music software for me when I was in high school, and I just kind of kept messing with that stuff and never stopped. So I majored in that, moved to LA, slept on my brother's spare bed for a few months before I got the job I have now. And then I'm still there. I worked on all that pretty cool stuff that Dennis mentioned, and then I moved back here about a year ago. And I guess all of that has led me to being categorically successful and interesting enough to be sitting here talking. To that end, as fun as it has been to talk just about me for a few minutes, I'm going to get to what I actually intend to say. As I thought about what this address could be, what I wanted to say, what I could write, that kind of stuff, I kind of realized I only thought there was one thing it should be, and what that's going to be is just some advice that I either did have or wished I had in the last 10 years. Maybe it's a little presumptuous of me to think I can offer advice to you guys when half the time I don't feel like I'm fully adulting myself, but they did give me the podium, so I'm going to do it. So my first little part is just advice as it pertains to your own self. More specifically, it's advice that, for me anyway, has kept me pretty generally optimistic in life and resolute towards the goals that I set for myself. And really the overall theme here is pretty simple. It's just about handling discomfort in life. And I know I'm probably not giving any of you a shock, but discomfort is something you're going to have to endure in life, and you're just not going to be able to avoid it. So my not very helpful advice to start is just steel yourself for it now, because it's coming. But steel's honestly, for me, not the real analogy there. It's because it's more about flexibility. If you can kind of absorb discomfort, then that's how you can kind of coast through some of the worst times in life. Some of you may already know this, but the reason I'm even bringing it up right now is because as you move out of this building and do whatever's next, whether that be work or more school, the amount of this is going to go up. I just want to acknowledge that and also mention, even if you're good at dealing with discomfort, stress is still stress. And if you haven't figured out what's good for you yet to recharge, do that and take care of yourself and check in with yourself, because it's not always the easiest thing to navigate this life, and you got to take care of yourself first. Why am I saying in the first place you need to be uncomfortable, though, is because in my opinion, being uncomfortable is pretty flatly how you grow in life. In my opinion, discomfort kind of leads to a desire and an ambition to change something either about yourself or about your circumstances. And that can lead to a passion and a resolve for the new goals you set for yourself. And from there, if you get it done, at the very least, you've completed a little side quest for yourself. And at the very most, you can end up with a new perspective, maybe even a new purpose in life. So, it's not as simple as just saying, oh, I'm comfortable being uncomfortable, is it? How do you do that? I have a few things that worked for me. First thing, never be certain about anything, but rather be curious about everything you can be. People who are certain expect things to go some kind of way, and it normally doesn't. And then the wheels fall off, and they have to, figure out what's next. If you can kind of choose to view discomfort rather through a lens of learning instead of being frustrated, then you can make something out of it. If you can be invigorated by being uncomfortable instead of slighted, then you can carve your way through it. It's a perspective shift for sure, and that's not always that easy, but if you can do it, it's pretty powerful. And just remember, you're always in control of your reactions if that's what you mean to be. The other thing you can do is pretty simple as well, but can be tough. Practice gratitude. Now, those of you in front of me who grew up going to church have heard this one before, I'm sure. But I'm just going to revisit it real quick because I've found that it's useful. If you practice thanks for what you've been given, even in the face of something you didn't want or something you think you don't deserve, if you can truly find a way to be thankful for it, then that changes. It'll change from being a practice to being more of a reality. If you can honestly find true thankfulness in the face of discomfort, then you found a cheat code for life. Both of those were kind of based on perspective shifting. I acknowledge that. That's more for the go with the flow type. If that's not your thing, I have one other piece. There's maybe no more important trait I've seen out of the people I've met in this life than those who can make honest and authentic choices about themselves. And what do I mean by that? I don't mean just doing something for no reason, or because it's always been done that way, or because you felt that way at the time. To make an authentic choice, you need to decide who you are, and to a more weird, confusing extent, why you are, but we don't need to get into that stuff. I'm just talking about visualizing and navigating what you want for yourself, deciding that that's who you are, and then pursuing that and making your choices in accordance with that vision you have of yourself. And there's always going to be this constant, shape-shifting target of who you think you ought to be or feel like you ought to be. That's okay. It's just about thinking about it and making the decision, this is the person I am, these are the choices I'm going to make, and being able to back it up. You should always be making choices that you can hang your hat on, and they should be in line with either who you are or who you want to be. If you can do that, then instead of changing your perspective, you can battle through the discomforts in life. So that kind of wraps up part one. Part two is less about your own self and more about advice as it pertains to your relationships in life, whether that be personal or work-related or in whatever community you may end up in or anything else, really. Surely I'm not shocking anybody by saying that you are in a social circle of some kind right now. In my opinion, those relationships you have in that social circle are perhaps the most valuable thing you've got right now. Because these people you've chosen to be around you, these are the people who are navigating this weird, absurd life with you, and you should have their back and they should have yours. The waters out there are choppy, and you're going to need them. And then to kind of expand on that, as you move forward from here, eventually you're going to be given more choices while you enter the workforce or your next level of education or whatever. You're going to be given more choices, and oftentimes they'll swing to your own betterment or the betterment of the group, or maybe it'll just seem like, well, nothing happens if I choose A, but B is good for me, so I'll choose it. It's at this point where the millennial that I am is going to quote Harry Potter real quick. Close to the end of Goblet of Fire, Dumbledore tells Harry that we all must choose between what is right and what is easy. The reason I think that's actually a pretty interesting quote is because he doesn't just blandly say between right and wrong, because wrong is obvious, you shouldn't choose the wrong thing. He says between what's right and what's easy. Easy is normally disguised as the selfish choice. It's normally the choice that's good for you, and maybe it doesn't immediately seem like it doesn't harm another person, but maybe it leaves them behind just a little bit, or maybe it benefits you just a little bit more than it benefits other people. My point here really is just choose what's right, because most of the time we know what it is and we wrestle with it anyway. If you make the quote-unquote right choice, most of the time that choice strengthens your bonds with your peers and your friends. And like those bonds, they pay off more than any short-term gain you're going to get out of making the easy choice. So my advice is to maintain the bonds with your friends and peers. Now, how do you do that? We got a couple little things. Pretty simple, you just choose people first. And if you're in a spot to do it, you can even choose to support your friends and your peers instead of being comfortable. Call back to the first part. And you just do that through your interactions. Now, for the record here, I'm not saying that you should lay out for people who typically take advantage of you. I'm talking about choosing people first in your good and honest relationships so that they will do the same. And yeah, just honor your peers, lift them up, and remember to be patient with your colleagues, because you want them to be patient with you. And if you can have grace and understanding for other people and their choices, even when you disagree with them, then you guys can make it through whatever. We've all heard the phrase before that war is being waged, or something to that effect. I think it was years ago now. The preacher that I had mentioned that peace also has to be waged, which is something I've never heard before, but it does. You have to choose to accept people, even if you disagree with them. You have to choose to move forward with your peers, and you're not always going to agree with them. Next part about that is, we all know honesty is important, but I would say honesty is most important when it's actually inconvenient for you to be honest. Because inconvenient honesty, it means that you have to open up and be vulnerable to your friends and your peers. And that sets a precedent for transparency in any of your relationships. Anything less than that, and you always get this weird kind of baked-in misunderstanding and disjointedness of how things work because no one's being their true selves with each other. So the first person who does that normally sets off a chain reaction of everyone being cool doing that. And if you can be the first person, then that's great. And also, honesty, whenever you personally have to eat a little crow about whatever the topic may be, keeps you pretty humble, which is a good segue into my last point here. Oh, please, do not fool yourself into thinking that you are better than anyone else on this planet. Many of you guys in front of me, as you move on past here, you're going to end up in positions of power or authority or both in the next 10 years as you kind of ascend the workforce and put down roots in wherever you end up in your communities. And there's this frustratingly common and flimsy belief of people who reach the top of something that they are solely responsible for their success. That belief simply breeds out-of-touch people, and it creates tone-deaf leadership. And that is something that I think we're all tired of seeing in both politicians and business leaders all over the place, let alone this country. And I'm just trying to remind you now, when you end up in those lofty positions, remember that you are a part of something, and your peers helped you get where you are. Even if you've ended up being captain of the metaphorical ship, it's your crew who's sailing it. And you got to raise up the people who helped you get where you are, and they'll do the same. To boil down kind of my second half here, it's simply, in your social circles, people can't and shouldn't ever be a means to an end. Instead, you and your community must be the bottom line of your decisions in order to see healthy growth in your life. All right, I'll wrap it up now and get out of everyone's hair. Like I said, this is just advice that I thought was valuable for me in the last 10 years. And admittedly, in the last 10 years, a lot of stuff's changed a whole bunch. AI, whenever I was in these seats, is not what it is now. This campus that you've been hanging out in the last 2 years, when I was here, it was not what it is now. Stuff changes, and I'm just hopeful that any of this advice was useful to you or resonated with you in some way at all, and that you can take a piece of it with you. So, I guess with that, I'm just going to thank the school again for putting me up here, because it was pretty cool, and just hope again that any morsel of any of this is going to be useful to you guys, or at least helps you along anything. So yeah, just one more time, I want to remind you, be comfortable being uncomfortable, and make the authentic, honest choice with yourself. Just always be discovering who you are. And don't ever fool yourself into thinking that you're complete, and always make the honest, authentic choice. And if you can do that, and you can turn that mindset onto your friends and your peers as a vehicle of understanding and patience, then you can, at least I believe anyway, help build that elusive, better tomorrow. That's all I got. Cheers to you guys.
Can I speak now, or are y'all ready to graduate? Graduate? Okay. Thank you, Nicholas, for that speech. Appreciate it. At this time, we will confer degrees to candidates receiving bachelor's and master's degree from Missouri State University, Springfield. Will the recipients of the master's degrees please rise? President Smart, these candidates have completed all the requirements for the respective master's degree. The graduate faculty of Missouri State University, Springfield is pleased to present them for recognition, the degrees having been conferred in Springfield yesterday.
By the authority of the state of Missouri, vested in the Board of Governors and delegated to me, I now confer upon you the master's degree and wish you every success as you serve humanity in your life's work. The university is honored with your accomplishments today.
All candidates for the master's degree, please proceed forward as directed by the marshals.
Jamie Tabor Ball, Master of Arts in Teaching and Learning. Amy Lowther, Master of Science in Education, Elementary Education. Joni Crampton, Master of Science in Social Work.
Will the candidates for all bachelor's degrees please rise? President Smart, these candidates have completed all the requirements for their respective bachelor's degrees. The faculty of Missouri State University take pleasure in presenting them to you for the conferring of the degree.
So this will be you all will be the last degrees I confer on anyone ever, as I'm retiring in June. So, special for me, and I will now do my job. Here we go. By the authority of the state of Missouri vested in the Board of Governors and delegated to me, I now confer upon you the bachelor's degree and wish you success in your careers. Congratulations.
All candidates except those in the first row, please be seated. Candidates for the bachelor's degree, please proceed forward as directed by the marshals.
Brittany Fettig, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Carlissa Holman, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Ashley Strawn, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Audra McKinney, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, cum laude. Bailey Geisinger, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Madison Fonseca, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, summa cum laude. Erica Rogers, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, summa cum laude. Michaela Pyatt, Bachelor of Science in General Business, summa cum laude. Casey Collins, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, cum laude. Haley Bunch, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Tristan Morris, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology Infrastructure, summa cum laude. Lauren Lynch, Bachelor of Social Work. Adrian Gallagher, Bachelor of Science in Special Education, cross-categorical, magna cum laude. Timothy Rowland, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Joey Barbrow, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Tracy Caldwell, Bachelor of Science in Criminology and Criminal Justice. Myra Henry, Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Cassandra Cressman, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Heidi Schneider, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Darian Williams, Bachelor of Science in General Business, summa cum laude. Kelsey Wells, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Associate candidates, please rise. Chancellor Lancaster, these candidates have completed the requirements for an associate's degree. On behalf of the faculty, they are presented to you for the conferring of the degree.
By the authority of the state of Missouri, vested in the Board of Governors and delegated to me by Mr. Cliff Smart, President of the Missouri State University System, I now confer upon you the degree of associate with the hope that you will use your knowledge to improve the quality of life for both you and your community.
All candidates except those in the first row of associates, please be seated. Candidates for an associate degree, please proceed forward, directed by your marshal.
Faith Audrey Collins, Associate of Arts, General Studies, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa, DAR Honors Program. McKaylee Ann Sullivan, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Jessica A., Associate of Arts, General Studies, magna cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Skyla Morgan Caldwell, Associate of Arts, General Studies, cum laude. Gracie Christian, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Taylor M. Johnson, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Victoria Lynn St. Pierre, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Andrea Isabel Rivera, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Bailey Sue Amos, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education. Crystal Rose Finsky, Associate of Arts, General Studies, cum laude. Haley Don Jeffrey, Associate of Applied Science, Health Information Technology, Medical Coding, cum laude. Addison Marie Becker, Associate of Science, Agriculture. Emily N. Fisher, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Brooke Morgan Chitwood, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Morgan Elizabeth Faye Aaron, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Jackson Tyler Williams, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education, cum laude. Kirsten Lynn Houdshell, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education, cum laude. Callie Rayanne Harmon, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education, cum laude. Katie Ann Faith Sandgren, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Addison Kaylin Rogers, Associate of Arts, General Studies, magna cum laude. Mary Anna Olivia Hoover, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Mackenzie Infranca, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education, cum laude. Keep them coming. Heaven L. Morris Rosa, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Stephanie Lynn Marie Pierce, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education. Caitlin Michelle Belk, Associate of Science Business, summa cum laude. Winter Paige Murray, Associate of Science Business, cum laude. Emma Nicole German, Associate of Science Business, magna cum laude. Jenna Paige Holman, Associate of Science Business, summa cum laude. Cassidy Ray Scott, Associate of Science, Business. Annabelle C. Bueller, Associate of Science, Business, magna cum laude. Emily Lynn Gregory, Associate of Science, Business. Ashley N. Wilson, Associate of Applied Science, Community Behavioral Health. Megan Lenora Allen, Associate of Applied Science, Community Behavioral Health. Ransom Killian, Associate of Arts, General Studies, cum laude. Michaela Desiree Malone, Associate of Arts, Child and Family Development, magna cum laude. Kayla Marie McCarter, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education, cum laude. Alexis Desiree Walker, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education, cum laude. Liliana Desanchin Amick, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Alicia Ann Surface, Associate of Arts, Health Professions. Kendra Elaine Noakes, Associate of Applied Science, Child and Family Development. Heather Sue Robison, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Cadence Elizabeth Consdorf, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education. Caitlin Nicole McNew, Associate of Arts, Health Professions, magna cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Carson Montgomery McDaniel, Associate of Arts, Criminology. Colton James Watts, Associate of Applied Science, Business Accounting. Ashton Contreras, Associate of Science, Nursing, magna cum laude, Alpha Delta Nu. Casey Leanne Weatherford, Associate of Science, Nursing, Alpha Delta Nu. Keely Christine Richards, Associate of Science, Nursing, Alpha Delta Nu. Sarah Elizabeth Walton, Associate of Arts, Criminology, cum laude. Shane Zachary Hall, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Dalton Douglas Ball, Associate of Arts, General Studies, cum laude, DAR Honors Program. Spencer August Sprudels, Associate of Applied Science, Computer Graphics Programming, magna cum laude. Alexander Scott Busma, Associate of Science, Agriculture. Sophia Noel Keeney, Associate of Arts, General Studies, summa cum laude. Reuben Eugene Henderson, Associate of Arts, General Studies, magna cum laude. Christopher M. Smith, Associate of Applied Science, Computer Graphics Programming. Justin W. Davis, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Hayden David Barrett, Associate of Arts, General Studies, magna cum laude. Savannah Lynn Couchman, Associate of Arts, Human Services. Cheyenne Nicole Webb, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Ashlyn Oshia Wallace, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Randall James Hawk, Associate of Science, Computer Science, summa cum laude. Abe M. Kahn, Associate of Applied Science, Computer Graphics Programming. Connor Ray Quimby, Associate of Applied Science, Computer Graphics Programming, cum laude. Josiah C. Smith, Associate of Arts, General Studies, magna cum laude, DAR Honors Program. Isaac Gregory Smith, Associate of Arts, General Studies, magna cum laude, DAR Honors Program. Samuel West Grills, Associate of Arts, General Studies, magna cum laude. Joshua Allen Burgess, Associate of Arts, General Studies, magna cum laude. Zarin Athan Whited, Associate of Science, Pre-Engineering, magna cum laude. Creven Eli Goodwin, Associate of Science, Pre-Engineering, cum laude. Dylan Joseph Groves, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Willem Valdez Christopher, Associate of Science, Nursing. Ethan Quinn Craig, Associate of Applied Science, Business Management, magna cum laude. Lacey J. Francis, Associate of Arts, General Studies, cum laude. Andrew Tyler Burkmeyer, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Jake Peterson, Associate of Science, Agriculture. Richard Reed, Associate of Arts, Criminology, Phi Theta Kappa. Ashton Lane Stanley, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Brittany Elizabeth Fears, Associate of Science, Agriculture, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Aaron Nathaniel Haris, Associate of Science, Nursing, Phi Theta Kappa, Alpha Delta Nu. Kelsey Nicole Pitts, Associate of Science, Nursing, magna cum laude, Alpha Delta Nu. Kaylee Ann Garrison, Associate of Science, Nursing, Alpha Delta Nu. Chloe Dawn Denning, Associate of Science, Nursing. Marianne Elizabeth Love, Associate of Science, Nursing, cum laude, Alpha Delta Nu. Marissa Lynn Weber, Associate of Science, Nursing. Elizabeth Grace Benson, Associate of Science, Nursing, Alpha Delta Nu.
Certificate candidates, please rise. Chancellor Lancaster, these candidates have completed the requirements for certificate of proficiency. On behalf of the faculty, I present it to you for the conferring of the certificate.
By the authority of the state of Missouri, vested in the Board of Governors and delegated to me by Mr. Cliff Smart, President of the Missouri State University System, I now confer upon you the certificate of proficiency in your chosen field of study with the hope that you will contribute to our society, which needs your knowledge, your skills, and your service.
All candidates for a certificate, please proceed forward as directed by the marshals.
Joseph Michael Hickey, Certificate, Advanced Welding Fabrication Technology. Brandon Marchok, Certificate, Advanced Welding Fabrication Technology. Gaiman Lee Hurtado, Certificate, Advanced Welding Fabrication Technology. Ronnie Lane Medlin, Certificate, Advanced Welding Fabrication Technology. Michael Buster Welding Fabrication Technology. Dakota A. Berryhill, Certificate, Advanced Welding Fabrication Technology. Logan Reese Harris, Certificate, Advanced Welding Fabrication Technology. Gatlin Cole Bunch, Certificate, Advanced Welding Fabrication Technology. Briar Reagan Collins, Certificate, Advanced Welding Fabrication Technology. Jacob Tanner Noosh, Certificate, Advanced Welding Fabrication Technology. Darian Eugene Downen, Certificate, Advanced Welding Fabrication Technology. Ian Alexander Holt, Certificate, Advanced Welding Fabrication Technology. Victoria Elizabeth Scholes, Certificate, Advanced Welding Fabrication Technology. John Angel Land, Certificate, Advanced Welding Fabrication Technology. Kaylee Mae Garrett, Certificate, Medical Coding.
Good afternoon. I'm Rachel Peterson with the Missouri State University Foundation, and I would like to first ask our Foundation Board of Trustees members who are here in attendance to please stand and be recognized as I call your name. First, Mary Schrag, a member of the Executive Committee of the Trustees. Russ Gant, Tracy Hollis, Susanna Pace, and Carol Sylvie. Thank you for what you do. And now to our brand new alumni. On behalf of the Missouri State University Foundation, Missouri State West Plains, and Missouri State, for those of you receiving your bachelor's and master's degrees, we are so proud of you and what you've accomplished. You've overcome obstacles. You've pushed yourselves beyond expectations, and you've made all of us better for having known you. As you move on to whatever is next, whether it be the workforce, the military, or continuing your education, know this: Like so many in this arena and across the globe, you will always be a Grizzly. We look forward to staying connected with you as you move on to the next phase of your life. To celebrate you, the class of 2024, Missouri State West Plains is providing each of you graduates with a gift. It is a video clip which captures the moment you walked across the stage to receive your diploma. In the next 2 to 3 days, you should receive an email to your university email, so don't stop checking that now that you're completed. And this will be a link to download stage clip. This video is easily shared across all social media platforms, and we encourage you to do so using the hashtag GrizzGrads. We hope this moment brings you the same joy that those of us who have witnessed it have been brought. Congratulations, and go Grizzlies.
You've been waiting for this. All candidates, please rise and remain standing, facing the stage. Please take your tassel and move it from the right to the left, signifying graduation. Congratulations to all our graduates. As each of you realize, you could not have reached this moment in your life without the help of your family and friends. In honor of their sacrifice and support, would you please turn to someone as you see them in the stands and offer your thanks to them with your applause. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present the 2024 graduating class of Missouri State University, West Plains. Because the recessional is an integral and significant part of the ceremony, we ask that our guests be seated and remain seated in their places until the exit of all the graduates.